All right, zone coverage. It's kind of tricky, especially in Madden when people are adding different zones to different players that aren't traditionally used, but there's a way to figure it out. And this goes the same in the NFL. Zone coverage can be very tricky, but once you know these simple premises behind why zones are played the way they are, it makes everything so much clearer. Let's get to it. Sometimes all you need is a fresh start. A hard reset can do numbers for you. And sometimes you need a little bit of help to get back on track. We've all seen the rise of vaping across the country, and now we know the side effects. I recently found an alternative to this. This is Fum. It is not a vape. It is not nicotine. It's a diffusion device that flavors air. That's it. That's the beauty of Fum. It looks good, it works well, and it's simple. You load the essential oil core, breathe the regular air past it, and that's it. And look, flavored air is nothing like vaping. If vaping was sticky soda, Fum cores are more like herbal tea. Fum has lots of flavors you can choose from. They got the maple pepper, they got the crisp mint. Obviously, my first go-to was the raspberry lemon, which I put into my diffuser immediately. Orange vanilla, grapefruit, you get the gist. They got it all. What I love the most about this device is that there's no electric, it's not an electronic device, there's no combustion, there's no vaping, there's nothing. It's just a simple pass-through of your own breath and your own air past their core, and that's it, in your mouth and done. And as of today, Fum has served over 300,000 customers, and you or a loved one can be a part of that next success story. And for a limited time, you can use my code KURT, K-U-R-T, at tryfum, TRYFUM.com to get a free gift with your journey pack when you check out. I appreciate all the support of my channel, and if this makes sense for you, I'd love for you to give this a shot. But now let's get back to the video. So you might have seen some of my other videos teaching zone coverages, but I'm gonna give you the quick recap. At the end of the day, there's only 11 people on defense. The defenses are typically rushing 3 rushers, which means that there's going to be 8 people in coverage. They're either rushing 4 rushers, which means there's 7 people in coverage, or they're blitzing 1 person most of the time. That would be 5 rushers, leaving 6 in coverage. Sometimes you're going to get 0 blitzed. Anything that has 6 rushers with 5 people in coverage is a form of 0. Those are all the options that there are. So with that, you know that there's only a certain amount of defenders that can play in certain zones. There's only a handful of types of shells. You start from the top and work down. There's a few different types of shells of the defense. We talk about who are the deep defenders. That's the shell. There's a 2 deep shell, there's a 3 deep shell, there's a 4 deep shell, and then there's a picket fence where all 5 defenders in 0 coverage are playing at a similar depth, called a picket fence. So that's the starting point. And then you move down. There's a few different types of underneath middle coverages. There's 3 deep, 4 under, meaning there's 4 underneath defenders. There is 2 deep, 5 under, meaning there's 5 underneath defenders. And if you space them out evenly, there's not going to be a defense, at least not a traditional defense, that it doesn't have even spacing in the zones underneath. And yes, there's different types of flats, there's different types of curls and hooks, but at the end of the day, if you know how many people are deep, and at the snap, when you see the first barrage of rushers coming at you and you can count them or know where they're coming from, then that leaves by process of elimination, you should be able to know how many underneath defenders there are. And if there's 5, there's less space. If there's 4, there's a little more space. If there's only 3 under, you got a lot of space and you could probably get the ball out pretty quick, and you're going to want to because they're blitzing. Zone is tricky, but when you start taking these premises and just iron it in your head over and over and over again, it starts to make a lot of sense and you can start seeing the field more clear. And I think the biggest piece of advice that I can give you is don't try to see everything. See what you need to see for the route concepts that you're looking at and then move on. So let's go dive into the video. Let's go talk ball while playing Madden and see how all this shakes out. I'm going to over explain everything. And I'm going to give you everything you need to know to be successful against zone. And before we get there, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Put the little notification bell on if that's what you want to do. If you want to know when these videos go live, that's it. Let's get to it. So zone coverage, we talk about it. The shells matter, the disguises matter, the motions and everything, it all matters. What we want to do with zone coverage is we want to find the triangles on the field in the zone. So a deep guy and 2 hooks, influencing them with route concepts. Here we have a seam, pull, wrap that we want to influence this hook defender on the right, not let the flat defender on the right influence inside and pull into it. And we're going to go basically RB, B to A, but if A flashes and he's open within the first 3 steps of our drop, we're going to just rip it on him and take it, unless it's 3rd and forever, because we want to be able to get guys the ball in space versus zone coverage so they can drop step and get vertical. And 9 times out of 10, if you get 2 zone completions in a set of downs, set of first, second, third, you're going to get a first down. So you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to look for the big play. The big plays will happen. You will fall into them, but you want to find the underneath coverage, influence it with a high-low, and if you get a free release to the flat, you're going to take that. So we're going to start here. Here we go. Everybody drops back. Just pepper it on them. Take your 5 yards, take your 6 yards, whatever. It's going to work. We're going to grab a similar concept to this, and we're going to run it with some motions and show you how all of that works. All right, here we go. Salem. It's very similar. Going to keep it versus cover 2. All right, look, we love this. The only thing we want to change here is Boyd. We want to keep Boyd on a regular hitch. We don't want him to pull, and then we're going to have to see how does A influence. Does he pull the safety? Are we able to wrap with Higgins behind it? And then also what we have on this left side is pretty cool. Basically a cover 2 beater. We have a 2-man beater potentially if Chase can get wiggly, but we might get a free release to the flat if the corner bails out at all. So we're going to peek that on our drop. We get a free release to the flat. We're going to take it. He bails in a little bit. We're going to take it. Catch and run. Break a tackle maybe. You're going to get 6 yards. Versus zone, the defense is saying you're not going to be patient enough to go completion all the way down the field, and you're going to make a mistake. You're going to try to force a ball, and you're going to stall your drive out. So what I'm going to tell you guys is be patient as use motion, use it all, find the easy completions, and we will fall into big plays. Now we're going to use motion, and look at how motion changes the entire dynamic of this defense. All right, here we go. We're going to use this motion. It's going to change everything. We're probably going to get mixed and open in the flat. We're going to peek it, changes who their defenders are. Got it again. So look at how much space that just created. I know it was not a great run after catch, but when you start using motion to influence zone, it typically will flip the entire defense. You can start using that to your advantage. And watch how it works in cover 3. We're going to put Sample on a flat. We're going to have this little motion by Boyd, and watch how open Sample gets, because when you motion somebody and they appear to be moving the passing strength, the defense will sometimes, and most of the time, auto adjust and change who is the flat defender on the other side of the field. So watch how this nickel runs across the field. And look who's running down. If it's 3rd and short, you're going to get a free completion, especially if it's coming from a safety at depth. And the other part of this that you can get into is if you have time, look, again, you can get there. You're going to get your 4 or 5 yards. And again, you only need to do that 2 to 3 times to move the chains. Now watch what this looks like. Get him on a regular zig, short motion down, and you'll get good leverage on him running away. Look, still, they didn't do it. Great timing. We're going to take that all game long. And this is what teams do in the red zone. When you see these receivers running wide open for touchdowns in the red zone off these wonky motions, coaches are like scheming these motions up to change the defense's rules, because on defense, if they're not just running man to man, they have to over communicate. So if you have a quick motion that comes down and whips back out, it's over like this. Like I motioned him down, and again, in real football, he's going to go a lot faster than that, but it changed their entire communication on what it's going to look like. Let's see if we can make it a little bit smoother. Especially if you get a fast guy, it's over. All right, now let's talk about actually stressing them vertically and ripping it behind them. Other thing we like with this in zone is we like getting 4 to a side. That's why I like putting Mixon on this, because it's going to create a second high-low on a hook defender and give us a better chance to rip it to Higgins behind it. But I'm not going to be greedy about it. Give me A to RB to Y to B. A to RB to Y to B. Look at that second influence on the hook. He should have caught that. We'll run it back. But you can see, like, sometimes there'll be another hook defender in the lane. If you can get 4 receivers to one side of the field, when I say that, I mean split the uprights down the middle or 4 routes on one side, it can change everything. Here we go. First influence, second influence, got him. Like, that is how you get people open. If I did not have that running back going to the right, that middle linebacker would have floated back into the window. So all of this to say, there's a lot that goes into it. Motions, 4 to a side, high-low stresses, take your completions. That's the premise of zone defense. Now let's go use it in a game. All right, so we're going to get into a game, and we're going to see what happens. We're going to use these games for a couple videos, our man beater video and our zone beater video, and we're going to go make it shake. Grab the Bengals. I like Joey B's accuracy in this game. You know me, I like Pittsburgh's offense, and hey, Vegas defense. We've got that defense video coming out. This is it. Let's go. All right, so we're starting off with a short field. Let's go see what he's going to come out in, try to dissect this defensive scheme he wants to use, but we're going to start with the Steelers go out of empty. So I'm seeing 2 high shell, potential blitz off the side, might get some 0 here. If we do, I'm taking Mixon right now. Doesn't blitz. It's fine. That's fine. We got plenty of time. Get down. Or not. Doesn't want to let me slide. So since he's going to drop a ton of people, we're going to make sure that we have a running back in the backfield. It'll be our first adjustment here. And we're going to get 4 to a side, because if he's dropping a bunch of people, he's probably running zone. Watch how this zone changes everything. All right. Look at how we got that free release to the flat. Get out of here. Boop. Easy. When you get 4 to a side versus zone, can't cover it. It messes up their zone rules. Also, we got to be willing to run the ball. Look at this odd front. And if they're in zone, we can probably mess up the rules by motioning somebody across. Like, we're going to get these dudes flip-flopping. Out of position. Cut back. Ooh, 64. If we keep hands on him, it's over. All right, so we went cover 3 there. Let's get into deep stick. He's staying in zone, bro. So we're going to get deep stick, and I think we're going to get it to Boyd up the sideline. If they decide to do something else, we might have T. Higgins on a little go ball backside, but we're going to go A to RB. Let's go X on a slant, and always being willing to check it down to Y. A, RB, RB. That was a dime. That was a dime. We got to be able to slow our feet down. Madden, let me use her, baby. Let me use her. Let's get it to the boundary. Now it looks like, what are we getting? Motion tight end across. Okay, still in zone. Give me inside zone. And we're going to motion the tight end over and block. We're going to run the ball on 3rd and 6, knowing that we should get a good cutback off this nose tackle with an overplayed backer. Ooh. Okay, we'll take that. Didn't get the cutoff, but that's fine. I'll take it. You got to be willing to run the ball versus these drop 8 coverages. Now let's get a little RPO alert glance. He's running zone again, bro. He's daring me. He is daring me to run this ball. We're going to see what this nickel does, though. He might be blitzing him now. All right, if 5 just puts hands on him, we got space outside. I know they went cover 2. I like throwing RPOs into cover 2 in real life, as long as the DB's not playing super aggressive. Should be an easy block. All right, back on offense, let's get to it. He ran so much zone last time, and I want to make him get out of this. So let's do that. Let's get into our red zone scissors, which is a zone killer. We'll run our quick motions here to get people off set. Got great leverage on Mixon. Got him. Ooh, don't get swifty now. Come on, get back on the ball. We're going to run the ball here. Quick motion here out. And the move. Snap it. Got him. It's fine. 3-yard rush will work. All right, they gave us a short field to start. And let's see if we can get them into empty and see what they want to do to start. Looks like it's going to be cover 3 or 11B. We'll confirm it right here. The short mode. Find out. Yeah. They might be going 0 here, which is fine. We'll get this little corner route. Maybe they want to give it to us. Damn. We'll take Y. They went zone. Don't go zone, man. Don't go zone. Don't disguise. Don't disguise and do all this other shit. It's not going to work. If I can't tell what you're doing, by the time I get the ball in my hands, you're going to be out of position. And that's the problem. Yeah, call that timeout. Go ahead and waste it now. Go ahead and waste it, sticky stepper. Like, that's fine for me. If I don't know what coverage it is, that means they're going to be out of position in some way, shape, or form. And I got to have something that stresses the flat right now. Take advantage of it. Like, look at Kittle right here. These dudes are out of position. Quick motion. Take him. I'll get my 5 yards. I'll get my little happy 4 or 5 yards. I will do this all game long until you decide to adjust and show me what you're doing. I'll give me Debo. Come on, Debo. Get over here. All right, now see how when I motion him down, they changed responsibilities. The corner took McCaffrey, and then the other guy is now lined up over Debo. I know they're in zone. So I'm going to take Christian right now, and if not, I'm going to have a great cover 2 beater on the left. Got him. Still could have hit Debo for a touchdown, but I'm going to take the guarantee. So we wanted to zone blitz the corner. We're going to motion again. We're going to do a smoke corner on the right and see what this right side corner does. He's way out of position. Big B right now. Give me my 3 yards. Okay, let's say 2. I will do this the entire game long until you decide to adjust. And if you want to buzz the flat with the guy that is over top of 11, then I'm going to replace him like this. Watch how we get this. So their answer to stop that was buzzing the stand-up linebacker out wide. Oh my God, we got to snap it, snap it, snap it. I should have taken RB. But do you see what happened when I motioned those guys? Stay in the zone, please. For the love of God, stay in the zone. Let's do this, and then when we motion X in, that corner may get out of here, and we're going to have it to Jennings for a touchdown. Oh, he doesn't want to adjust. Okay. Give me Kittle in a corner then. We're going to get him as long as they don't go cover 2. Got him. Let's go, man. Needed it. Needed it. All right, they went quarters, so we just had to get it over that quarter defender. This is how you beat zone, though. You got to see where they're lined up, where the soft spacing is, and you know the different types of shells. There's only so many options. Got to throw over people in zone. You got to be willing. Right here, give me the Kittle right now. It's fine. They wanted to fake the blitz. We'll take it. He's going to have to get out of zone. We are going to eat up this zone all game long because we're willing to take the flats. If you want to beat zone, be willing to take completions. That is it. People go wrong with zone when they start trying to do too much and hit the big play. They will come. All right, we just got a quick little turnover. Ooh, are we getting a little cover 0 here? Do not want to do this. We're going to get Kittle wide open if they decide to do this. We're going to slide the line right, and we're going to be ready to roll right and go from Kittle to McCaffrey. They are not blitzing, which is fine. Ooh, what's that? What's the penalty? Legal contact? Let's go. Give it to me. It's fine. Let's get back to this post cross. So he disguised 0'd, ended up not going 0. It's fine. We're going to keep doing the same thing. We're going to stress him to the flats. I think we might get Debo on a slant if he tries to jump this flat right now. We might even pump it. Got him. Got him. I didn't even talk about adding pump fakes to the repertoire. Didn't even talk about adding the pump fakes. Didn't even talk about adding the pump fakes. Come on. We're here. We are here. Oh my gosh. That was disgusting. Oh my goodness. Don't do it to me. Don't do it. Oh, this is easy. We're going to quick motion Kittle down. Pump fake it to him. Watch this. Got him. Stop it. Stop him with the pump fakes. Come on, we're here. All right, let's go see if we can finish this out in style. Now that we know that he's really liking using this middle linebacker, we're going to start stick nodding his ass. And look at him, bro. What are you doing? Stop this. I'm just going to run the ball. Man, it's such a laggy game. Watch this. We're going to pump it to RB and try to rip it to Kittle. Oh, never mind. It wouldn't let me pump. That's okay. We'll take it. He was open anyways. 10 for 10, 113 and 2 touchdowns. Come on now. Give me a real stick nod here. All right. We need to pump it to RB and rip it to Kittle behind him. This should be a touchdown. Slide the line left. Protect off that edge. Got him. Got him. Got him. What a user. What a user. 11 for 11. 2 tugs. Make that 3. Let's get it. Don't play zone versus me. I promise you that. Look, same thing. Look at what we got with Kittle. Remember this play from before? We're going to quick motion Jennings, pump fake it to him, and throw it to Kittle. It's lagging so bad. Oh, is he going to quit? Don't do this. Don't do this to my video. Don't do this to my video. Stop this. Stop this right now. Don't ruin my video. Don't ruin my video. Call timeout. Call timeout. Call timeout. Call timeout. Holy dude. Stop it. Don't be like this. Don't be like this.
Not like this.
It won't even let me pick my play. Dude, am I getting lag switched? Is that a thing? Can people still do that? Can't pick a play right now. About to see what happens. Good luck. I mean, are the servers just that bad? What is going on? Well, this might be the end of the video. I'm not. Don't do it to me. Don't do it to me. Well, in true Madden fashion, just as the video was getting good, it had to come to a complete halt because the servers couldn't handle this business. But if you guys enjoyed the video, if you learned how to attack coverages, from my perspective, definitely be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and be on the lookout for the next video. We got more coming, man. We're gearing up for NCAA. We're gearing up for Madden this fall. Good juju in the world. Hope these games turn out to be what we need. Let's ride.